we just talk about how how good God is. Because we don't do it enough. What has God done in your life and that you can share? Okay? Friday, my wife, not this past Friday, the Friday before, my wife calls me up and says, guess what? The water is frozen at our house. Which means, she says, we have no running water. At which I said, do we have heat? Because we have hot water heat. Our hot water heat was running. So I have heat. I just can't drink or flush the toilets. Take a shower. Can't do those sort of things. So that's Friday. We come home. Well, I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I don't even know where to start. Okay, because I'm so Mr. Mechanical. Not. Okay? And so, but we're planning on going to Ohio the next day. Because you remember the weather, 30 below zero, that sort of thing, I just told my mother-in-law I have a tank. My wife has a tank now for a car, and we can get through anything with that. And so I thought, what am I going to do? So sure enough, once the decision was made, we were going to Ohio. We did. So my wife, unbeknownst to me, I don't know what to do with frozen pipes. So before I left, all I did was I made sure all the lines were open. Okay? Just in case. Okay? So we came back then on Christmas Day, Sunday, the next day, a little warmer, right? Nothing's going to happen. But I will have to tell you this. As we get in the car, we start headed back to Indiana, I say, Lord, Karen has surgery on Wednesday, and she needs to shower, and I need running water. It'd be great to be home and have running water so she can shower at the house. I said that a couple times. As a matter of fact, one time while I was driving, I was saying this again, and I said, oh, and Lord, it'd be great if we didn't have any leaks. Just in case God didn't understand that, right? So that's what I prayed. So we get home and everything, and we have a new thing that if we come home on Christmas Day, because it's late and everything, we eat Chinese, because it's the only restaurant open, right? So we eat Chinese, get home, that sort of thing, and I tell Sonia, I said, hey, get something. We're not going in the house empty-handed. We're going to do this in as few trips as possible. So we get in there, Sonia opens the door, and she gets maybe 2 or 3 steps in, and she yells back, I hear water. At which I went. My wife went.
I'm picturing leaks.
I didn't tell her I prayed for this. She doesn't know anything about this. So she's thinking, she goes, oh no, and she goes running in the house expecting what? The leak. Water all over the place. That's what she's thinking. I'm hearing water. And guess what? We have running water. Now, you can call that coincidence, you can call it whatever you want. We did not have running water before. The weather wasn't much warmer when we got back. I'm going to tell you that's God. You see, God answers those prayers. And when I find myself in a difficult situation and I want to eat that extra piece of chocolate, or I want to, whatever it is, I want to yell rather than remain calm, whatever that goal is that you're being resolute about, whatever it is, God is there to help you do that. That is the type of God I have. And I hope you have the same one. That's how it is. That's our God. We need to pray. That's how it is. And so this morning, I'm going to suggest as we close, we need to start off 2023 strong. We need to be in His Word. We need to dedicate ourselves to be looking ahead, living for God. Because with those come all those other aspects. Because if you don't choose anything else but that, I'll guarantee you that through God's Spirit, He will point out where you need to work at next. Because that's my God. It's what happens. That's what He does. And that should be your God too. So, this morning, what is your resolution? What is your resolve? What are you going to be resolute about? Are you going to let 2023 be a year where you drift? and just let all the circumstances of life take you wherever? Or are you going to say, God created me this way. I'm going to live for you. I'm going to look ahead. What is it that you want me to grow in? What is you want my family to grow in? What is it? You keep moving on. And you keep it in front of you. You know, maybe keeping it in front of you means you write all those things down and you put it on the bathroom mirror. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, for some of us, maybe we just need to put it on the refrigerator. Don't know. But what is your result? You see, our God is the way maker, and He's willing to help us move forward if we let Him do it. You can stand, you can sit. I don't care which way. Dave will stand, I know.